The global aviation industry has been badly hit by COVID-19, and Nigeria was no exception. Some of the negative impacts of the pandemic on the Nigerian aviation industry include closure of airports, job losses, and increasing industry debt profile. Following that, the Senate Committee on Aviation had called on the federal government to bail out airlines. At a public hearing in the National Assembly, the Minister of Aviation announces the federal government's bailout fund for airline operators and other business owners in the aviation sector as part of its intervention to cushion the effects of COVID-19.
The federal government has provided 4 billion naira for airlines and 1 billion naira for other businesses within the civil aviation. We are putting criteria for the disbursement of those funds, and once it is done, it will be transparently done, and they will be so disbursed.
But the chairman of the Senate Committee on Aviation says the amount is grossly inadequate to ameliorate the impact of COVID-19 on the industry.
I do not think, sir, with due respect, that 4 billion naira is what we are talking about. If you look at what is available to airline operators globally, in nations of the world today, if we really want to keep the airline operators in business, and we don't want them to park the planes and send people home, I think the federal government should take up the problem of this industry with all the seriousness it deserves.
Well, you're welcome.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives Committee on Aviation is calling for the suspension of the concessioning of 4 of the nation's airports, pending the resolution of issues raised by the aviation unions and other stakeholders. Committee members are unhappy that the minister failed to attend his ministry's budget defense session, where the issue of the concessioning of the airports would have been discussed. But in an interview with journalists at the National Assembly, the aviation minister explains that his absence was not deliberate.
A lot of concerns were raised by the representatives of the Labour Union regarding the airport concession. Based on the outcome of the meeting with the Labour Union, the committee invited the Minister of Aviation and the heads of agencies and other agencies under him to discuss the issues of the airport concession. Several dates were fixed for the meeting, but for one reason or the other, they failed to attend.
I was meant to be here in the Senate for 10 o'clock, whilst theirs was for 11 o'clock, and we duly informed them that we'll be here for this very, very important Civil Aviation Act review. I am going to appear before House of Reps. I would love to appear before everybody, before Nigerians, to discuss this policy of government to continue the right way to drive the roadmap of civil aviation, of which concession is part of.
The House Committee is yet to announce another date to meet with the Minister of Aviation.